Welcome to Flow State. Quick video about ESTPs and cheating. Obviously, there's a big reputation amongst ESTPs, amongst the type community of ESTPs being players or unfaithful or whatever. And I think that that's maybe kind of true at best. And let me explain further. ESTPs, particularly when they're young, do tend to not be super faithful. I can really only speak for men. I really can only speak for myself, but it's something I've observed. Young ESTPs tend to be unfaithful for the same reasons that older, more mature ESTPs tend to be faithful, and that is the FI deficit. Right. When we're young, I know I've been guilty of making this mistake. We assume that everybody's sort of on the same wavelength as we are. Really, everybody makes this mistake, I think, to an extent, but we assume that people have the same mindset that we do. So when we're young, that includes we're here to have fun, blah, blah, blah. We're not totally invested in this. And we think that whoever we're interacting with is the same way. That's a mistake. That leads to situations where we take feelings too lightly. It's simply out of ignorance more than anything else. As we get older, and we recognize that not everyone has the same experience as us. And also, this FI game is sort of sticky and unpleasant in a way that we don't want to interface with a whole bunch. We start to value more stability, regularity, we value partnership with somebody who we can stand to be around for long periods of time without getting annoyed. Things like that. I can tell you that I didn't have to... Juggling women might look glamorous or cool or whatever, but really quickly it gets to be just a fucking headache. But ultimately, it all comes down to lack of FI. I think that when we're young, when we're immature, when we assume everybody is operating on the same sort of shallow, just doing this for fun wavelength that we are, we make mistakes because they're not. Likewise, as we mature, the same lack of FI starts to actually value the relationships where we don't have to have all that sort of however you want to describe it, weirdness or confusing or grating interactions, things that are harmonious, things that are simple, having a good relationship with somebody that doesn't drive us nuts and they understand us and things operate smoothly without all the drama. In addition to the obvious SE reasons to engage in cheating, there are also all the other ones, the emotional reasons that an ESTP, in my estimation, is less likely to engage in, whether it's not feeling connected or valued or whatever in your current relationship. The emotions, right? It seems to me that an ESTP is less likely to engage in cheating to satisfy those other needs. Like when an ESTP cheats, it's like, oh, it looked fun, I did it. And that's about as deep as it goes. When another type, not to throw ENFJs under the bus, but for example, when ENFJs cheat, from my observation, there's sort of a whole list of reasons and of needs. It has to do with their current relationship, blah blah blah, the new partner, whatever. Like there's it just seems like a whole big sticky ball of reasons and unreasons and emotional whatevers. I just don't think you have that much drive for ESTPs to remedy sticky emotional situations in their current relationship by making it stickier, bringing in another person into the mix. I think that if we're unhappy in a relationship, once we recognize it, we'll pretty much end it right there, instead of drag it out or let it fester. For these reasons, and here's my conclusion, I think that ESTPs, once they've matured a certain amount, are actually one of the least likely types to cheat, not the most. I'd be happy to hear your opinions on the matter, particularly from older ESTPs such as myself. Also, anybody who's been burned by an ESTP in the past, feel free to vent below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share.